Yes. If you can hear me, please clap. Thank you. Welcome to the Day of Truth. How many of you can see the heart in my hand? If you can see the heart in my hand, please clap. I'll rephrase that question once again at the end. Please be ready for that. So, I'm here to share my 21st principle of life, which I had framed post the COVID-19 pandemic through heartfulness and R.I.Y.A Promise. So I always believed that everything is possible with heart. But where does the heart lie? So I'm the current MA Psychology student at Osmania University, and I'll be completing the program next year. So this was caused by the storm of COVID-19 pandemic. So what helped me find hope during the pandemic? I started my journey a decade ago from communities, schools, colleges, universities across the country, and I was blessed with something beyond the economical benefit. It was the heartfulness with the R.I.Y.A Promise. What could this be? If you can see the heart in my hand, it is a representation of something which is there inside, and it is asking me to come out today and reach out to you. So I'll be sharing 4 sub-principles under the R.I.Y.A Promise, which are in sync with the 4 steps of heartfulness meditation. The 4 steps under heartfulness meditation are relaxation, meditation, rejuvenation, and the most important one, connection. So the first step is relaxation. What was the point in my life when I started feeling relaxed during any kind of a storm? So this was few years back on the International Women's Day, when I was recognized with something important, which I'll reveal in the next few minutes. So this work of mine started from my heart when I started going from being afraid of few things, and I started gaining courage to go out in the community and serve the people from the bottom of my heart. And this award was given to me for my work and my initiative, which I started on every weekend, and still I continue it today, where every Saturday I go out in the community and serve the people from the bottom of my heart. So this award was the Taruni Mitra Award, and I was the youngest person to be awarded this. So this was on the International Women's Day, and I dedicate this to all the women who have changed my life. So where was the storm? So which was the first storm in this R.I.Y.A? So the R storm started way back, almost 10 years back, you can say. So the R storm lies in 3 formats. Almost 15 years ago, I achieved the national rank of 2769 in the All India Entrance Examination conducted for MBBS by JIPMER. You can say that this is a big achievement, but did I join the program? No, because there was a storm, which was not in my control. What was the other storm? I also ranked 14th in the All India Entrance Examination for MBA conducted by Nalsa University. But did I join the program? No, because there was another storm. It was also not in my control. There was another storm during the pandemic where I got an admission from the prestigious IIM Trichy, but I couldn't join the program. There was another storm. But all these mini storms, I would say, have transformed me to become something better today. And that is being a career coach and a mentor to all the students like you here. And today I'm helping many students reach to their dream colleges across the world. And this gives me more happiness from the bottom of my heart, because I am minimizing the chances of storms coming into your life. So we'll go to the next storm, which starts with I. So this is in sync with the meditation of the heartfulness principle. And you always have to take the initiative. So I took the initiative post the pandemic to meditate from my heart. And how was this possible? Because I enrolled in the teacher training course of something which I never thought I would do in my life. So I became a certified yoga teacher from the prestigious R.I.Y.A which I used to visit as a school student almost like 20 years back. So this started me to question the heart within, like, when can I come out with the complete honest heart outside? And the day has come today. That is why I brought this heart out. And now I reveal to you how you can overcome the first storm of I. We meet many people in our life and try to tag them along with their salaries, their colleges, their previous success, and whatnot. But how many of you can see the heart of others? That is an honest question which I'm asking you today. So once you walk out of this room, please look at the hearts of others and how beautiful they are. You can only observe that once you see the beauty within yourself, is what I can promise you through the R.I.Y.A Promise. So the I process started a few years back. When someone would ask me, what are you doing now? I would proudly say, oh, I'm a trainer working with Dr. Reddy's foundation. But if someone asked me right now, I would say that that learning is important, but it has transformed me into training beyond the borders. Why? Because the storm of the COVID-19 pandemic has given us the blessing to learn from anywhere and to teach from anywhere. If you agree, please clap. But how many of us are ready to learn? My father always used to say, when I was a child, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Always remember this line. I'm repeating it again. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. I would just rephrase that by saying, when the student is ready from his heart, the heartful teacher appears and no one can stop them. That is the principle of Karma Yoga. So can you see the heart? Now I ask you the real question. Because when I started off seeing my heart, something magical happened, my friends. So I started this last year, and I have to thank many people because I got into this. So I thank Lalaji, Babuji, Daji, Ramnanu, Kalyan, Shailaja Garu, who indirectly or directly got me to practice heartfulness meditation, and I am standing here with the R.I.Y.A Promise today as a transformed individual. But I would not say I am the transformed individual, because it is something which I have understood from the bottom of my heart. But how is this relevant? Once I started practicing the meditation of heartfulness, I started seeing the people only from their hearts. I forgot when they were born, where they were born, where they are living, how they are living. I just reach out to the people through my heart to reach their heart. That is my message for the day today. Always reach out to the heart, because no other person will come and ask you that, is your heart alive? Is your heart alive? We always talk about, organ donation. But is donating emotions costly? Is listening costly? It is not. Trust me out. I've been through the whole storm. So we'll go to the third step now. It is rejuvenation. So how do you rejuvenate? You can rejuvenate only once you are relaxed and you have started meditating from heart. But rejuvenation is not something inbound always. There are many other elders who have seen this process of rejuvenation, and they themselves see the work of your heart. So I was one of the youngest chief guests invited by NIT Trichy there, which was almost impossible for a young student like me back then, just working at Apollo hospitals. And he is Dr. Sundarajan sir. He was the director back then of NIT Trichy, and he has worked with one of my inspirations in life, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir. Can this be a coincidence? It is not, because when your heart is pure, the pure hearts invite you to collaborate with them. Then, where was the storm of why? Why? The storm of why lies because you give in to the opinions of the third person or the third situation. You are not someone else's judgment on this planet. You are free to make up your mind, but you should always follow your heart. Because your mind can be manipulated by others, but your heart cannot be manipulated. That is the learning of this wise storm. Because right now, if someone asks me, like, how do you speak? I would say, my heart speaks from today. That is why I'm here today. So we'll go to the final step now. So the final step in the heartfulness meditation is connection. So you can connect only when you accept the connection. So just recently, there were two elder women. Do not mistake it. They are administrative officers from the central government, and they are appreciating my work. And I was one of the youngest guest speakers invited by the government of India to inspire the youth while they were having the youth parliament. I was literally shocked when I received this invitation, because once I started the heartfulness meditation, all the resources on this planet Earth started coming up to me, which I was not seeking at all. So this is possible when you only focus on your work from your heart. That is also the principle of Karma Yoga. But before that, I strongly suggest the younger generation today to follow the principles of Raja Yoga. So where was the storm? So when did the storm of acceptance start? I'll tell you a beautiful testimony today. So almost a few years back, I received an invitation from a well-known person or a bookstore where I used to visit regularly. I wish to share with students that anytime I used to earn 100 rupees, even as a student, I always used to invest 50 rupees on books. So one of the bookstore owners, he said, we want to invite you to the book launch of a well-known person. I used to see this person on TV since my childhood. And I was shocked one day that, okay, I'm struggling with my passion of writing, and I receive an invitation, and I'm telling you students that this is the testimony of your work from the bottom of my heart, that always remember, when you work passionately from your heart, then you will receive something like this. So I was invited to the biography launch of VVS Lakshman sir as a writer at a place where I used to struggle, and that place was nearby the Taj Banjara. So it was impossible for me as a child or a teenager to, think of something like this. So the storm lies within. You should not underestimate your potential. That itself is the first storm which, a lot of youngsters do today. So that is the A storm, where you're struggling locally, but maybe some miracle can happen in the future and you will go global, and because of your honesty, you will be appreciated. And today, I'm helping students to reach their global dream colleges by helping them out with their admission essays, SOPs, and whatnot. It is possible only because I have gone through several storms in my life. So if we see the journey again in the reverse, how was this possible? Because you always have to reflect on the past. Many people say, forget the past. No, I would say reflect on the past. Because one situation doesn't define a person. One incident doesn't define a person. A person has 100 good qualities, but you chose to look at only one thing which, bothers you a little. How is that possible? Aren't you looking at from the bottom of my heart, or bottom of all the hearts on the planet Earth? So how is that possible? So here I have a testimony from one of the youngest classmates I had in my yoga teacher training program. And here I would play.
ఈ డాక్టర్ గారు చాలా బాగా సర్వీస్ చేసేవారు. అందరితో మంచిగా మాట్లాడేవారు, ప్రేమగాను అన్నీ నేర్చుకునేవారు, అందరికీ నేర్పించేవారు. ఇంకా ఎంతో సర్వీస్ చేసేవారు ఈ పిల్లలు. వివేకానందుడిలాగే వివేకానందుడిలాగా సర్వీస్ చేసేవారు. లేడీస్ని ఎంతో ప్రేమగా గౌరవంగా చూసేవారు.
So that transformation has been possible only because I promised something with my heart that I will follow the R.I.Y.A Promise. And now I ask you that, would you be following this principle from today? Because in the end, I would like to share with the younger generation today that if you are observing my name there, please observe where I landed up just before the pandemic, and it was just because of my heartful work. So I was invited to the Vice President's house as India's Doctor Motivation, and my mission for the country was recognized as a sustainable one, and today I stand here as a Doctor Motivation, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. So because I have followed the R.I.Y.A Promise, in the end, I would like to end it with something with all the hearts present in this gathering today. So can you repeat after me what you see on the screen? We is now. So always remember that everything is possible with heart, and all you have is now, because the now lies in your heart. When you keep the present in your heart, then the miracles will happen in the future. Because you have to be honest to your heart first and then expect honesty from others. So move from fear of failure to the appreciation of your heart. So move from impurity to purity. So move from the most important thing I wanted to say today, from anger to love, because that will take you anywhere with the R.I.Y.A Promise. So please repeat after me. All we have is now. If you think I have been honest with you with the R.I.Y.A Promise, only then clap and relieve me for the day. Thank you.